Elon Musk and XAI has launched Grok 3, which according to Elon is the smartest AI on the planet. Now, I don't know if it is, but one thing I know is that ChatGPT is facing stiff competition. In this video, we'll explore Grok's 5 of the main advanced AI capabilities, intuitive interfaces, and breakthrough performance. Let's get started. So we have Grok here, and as you can see, Grok is available on the App Store. It is now number 1 in productivity, of course, second to ChatGPT. So we can say for sure that ChatGPT is facing stiff competition. Grok has recently launched Grok 3, so its users are getting familiar with it and the capabilities. On the Google Play Store, Grok is not available yet, but you can use it on grok.com on a web page in your browser. All right, so let's go through these 5 features on Grok, which relates to research and brainstorming, or how to analyze, create images, code. So these are the main things that they have mentioned here. Let's go through each of them one by one. Yeah. So the first one is deep search or research. So this would basically emulate what a consultant who has a lot of experience knows. Now, how they do it is they go through a lot of different web pages which already has information about the question that we ask. So let's ask our first question, which is I would like Grok to research an ideal family vacation spot for a family of 3 who lives in London during winter time. The child is 2 years old. So there are a couple of things here. The first one is I have specified it's winter time. So usually people like to go to warmer places, but at the same time, the child is 2 years old, so it is a bit difficult to travel with a 2-year-old on a very long flight. So let's see what Grok can come up with in this particular situation. All right, so as we mentioned earlier, Grok is going through a lot of things considering vacation needs. Okay, so the request is for an ideal family vacation. Okay, it's just repeating the question. Weather is key. Okay, that's pretty good. Since London's winter is cold and rainy, spot should be warmer or at least not too chilly for a toddler. That's amazing. Activities matter too. Of course it does. For a 2-year-old, options like beaches, park, indoor attractions. Yes, absolutely. It didn't say anything about the long flight. Let's see what we have here. So as you can see, it's going through a lot of different web pages. It's browsing results from those web pages and understanding what they're saying. Okay, so the one thing that I still haven't seen is it still haven't mentioned that a long flight is not a great idea. Maybe it has, I haven't seen it. It's coming up with spots that are nearby, in the sense it's a short flight. So key points. Research suggests that Madeira is an ideal winter vacation spot for family of 3. Let's see. That's pretty good. That is very close to London. It seems likely that Canary Islands and Disneyland Paris are also strong contenders. The evidence leans towards Madeira for its mild climate. Exactly. And a 3.5-hour flight from London. So it has considered the duration of the flight as well, which is amazing. All right, I would say that's pretty good. Let's move on to the next one. So the next up is the brainstorming or how to. In this particular situation, it won't be going through, I'm assuming it won't be going through a lot of pages and spending a lot of time. It would be understanding the question and coming up with something from the model itself, at least. That's what I think. I'm asking a question on how can I invest money every month. Let's see what it comes up with. Okay, so as you can tell, this is quite different from deep research, where it is not going through a lot of different web pages. It is coming up with an answer from the large language model itself, and it has a disclaimer as well. Grok is not a financial advisor. He's consult one. All right, let's see what it has come up with. Set financial goals, create a budget, choose an investment account, pick your investments. It could be index funds, stocks, bonds, mutual funds, real estate. I would say this is invest $200 per month into an S&P 500 index fund with an average and a 7% annual return. That's amazing. That would be how I would do it as well if I were to invest All right, this looks amazing. Let's go to the next one, which is code. Now, this might not be something that everyone is looking for, but it is an integral part of many people's day-to-day life. For example, mine as a software engineer. So let's see what we can achieve with code. Help me write a function, help me debug my code, help me learn Python, which are all very good examples. Now the example that I have tried here is help me write a Python script to track my income and expenses with options to add transactions and see a summary. Keeping it simple enough for a beginner, add, write, update to the same CSV file every time I run it. So this could be something that anyone can do to track their expenses. Whenever you need it, you can just run this code and it will save that data in a CSV file in your local machine. So let's see what it has come up with. This looks pretty good in the sense that it is very modular and it has doc strings, which is comments on what it's trying to do, each function is trying to do, in other comments saying what it is trying to achieve with that section of the code. This is pretty good. So if we run this, we can sort of add multiple transactions one after the other. This is amazing. It is also considering invalid choices. What happens if I choose a transaction and I provide some invalid characters or something? Where is that transaction? Okay. It is going through the amount and stuff and making sure that it's a valid positive number. Okay, this is pretty good. I would say in anyone who would like to start programming and stuff, this would be very helpful. All right, moving on to the next one. So imagine you have used that code and you have a CSV file which has the data for a month worth of expenses, right? So what you can do here is you can analyze the CSV data. So you can analyze any file that has information, whether it's about business, whether it's your personal expenses, whether it's something else altogether. So what I have done is help me analyze Bitcoin during downturns. Okay, help me understand successful hedge fund strategies, help me predict interest rates. Okay, so what I have done is I have downloaded a personal transaction CSV file which has a set of expenses and what that expense is about with a description, amount, transaction type, and the category and the account name. So I have given this data or the CSV file, and I have also provided a prompt which says analyze this data and give me brief suggestions on how to save money. Now when I do this, it's going to use that CSV file and it will come up with, or it will analyze the data in that CSV file and come up with suggestions on how I can save money every month. So some of the things that I'm expecting is saving up on, eating out or whatever expenses I have, and giving me suggestions to find alternatives. Okay, so there we go. Dining out expenses. Suggestion: cut back on dining out by cooking more meals. All right, reducing this by even 25% would save 50 to 75 monthly. Limit coffee shop visits by brewing coffee at home. Absolutely. Optimize shopping habits. Amazon purchases are frequent. Review subscriptions or recurring Amazon orders. Lower grocery spending. Plan weekly meals and shop with a list to avoid frequent small trips. So it has gone through all of the transactions and given me steps. So one of them is, reducing dining out expenses. The other one is reducing or optimizing shopping habits, lowering grocery spending, cutting subscription costs. That there are people who doesn't even know how many subscriptions they have. So whether it's Netflix, Spotify, something else. Minimizing home improvement spending, reduce gas, fuel costs. So these are steps, so the idea is that, okay, so some of this might be very important to you. For example, home improvement spending. In that case, you can sort of ignore that and implement the other ones. It could be same for a business. It could be for a business where you want to focus on something and spend as much if not more, and choose the ones that you want to cut down on or to save money on and stuff like that. All right, that looks pretty good. Now the last one that we have here is to create images. Now we have seen a lot of models creating images. What's different about this is that it can create images of celebrities, right? So let me give it a prompt which says Elon Musk dancing on Mars with a disco ball floating nearby while a Tesla roadster does donuts in the background. Would you like to generate images? Okay, so it is starting to generate the image. As you can see, while it's doing that, I'll give it a couple more prompts. Donald Trump riding on a giant rubber duck in a chocolate pool, and a T-Rex in tuxedo serving tea to Taylor Swift. Let's see. Yes. Okay. So Elon Musk dancing on Mars with a disco ball floating nearby. Okay. Okay, this is decent. We have Elon Musk, we have a disco ball, we have Roadster. This looks like it was on Mars. Yes. Okay, this is this is funny in the sense that if you look at the second arm, it looks like a leg. But hey, it's early days, right? You can see the disco ball, you can see the roadster in the background. The dust suggests that it's moving, which reflects with what we said. It's doing donuts in the background. That looks pretty good. Right, let's move to the next one. Donald Trump riding a giant rubber duck in a chocolate pool. Okay. All right, this looks pretty decent. This looks pretty decent to me. All right, the next up is a T-Rex in tuxedo serving tea to Taylor Swift. Okay, I would say this looks realistic, and the T-Rex in tuxedo looks realistic as well. I can't see the tea though. There's no teacup. Let's see. Okay, we've got teacup here. All right, yeah, I mean, this is early days, right? This, I mean, I don't know if we can, an image of myself and generate images that reflects my face, but this looks pretty good. All right, so there you have it. We have gone through some of the things that Grok can do, and hope you liked it. Thank you. Okay, so that's it for this one. We haven't even scraped the surface of the capabilities of these large language models. I would like to know what you thought about the video, and let me know how you are using these tools in your day-to-day lives. Thank you.